Day 7, Love Bomb. Do you remember when you were in school and you would have a crush in the class, or someone would pass a note to you and you're like, oh my gosh, what does this note say? Who is this from? And it would say, I like you. Do you like me? Yes or no? I mean, I know times have changed and now we have text messages and different apps for dating, but the gist is pretty much the same. You start to like someone and you get butterflies in your tummy and you start to blush and feel all those yummy feelings for someone else. Yeah, right? But this time we are going to be giving the love back to ourselves. Yes. All those yummy feelings that you get for another, we are going to train ourselves to feel it for ourselves so that we're not relying on another person.
Have you ever been love bombed? You know, have you met someone and they say all the right things? Maybe they buy you gifts. They speak to you with so much love and care. You notice that you end up blushing over them. Maybe you're thinking about them, daydreaming about what they may be thinking about, or if they're thinking about you too. You get so lovey-dovey and it just feels so good. And you end up falling in love with this idea or this potential this person has demonstrated. You fall in love with the idea of them, or the idea of the things they show that they can provide you. You fall in love with this thing, and then it turns out that it was all fake news. It was all lip service and fake love. So today we are actually going to practice love bombing ourselves. The difference is this time, you know it's genuine, you know it's authentic. Why? Because it's coming from you versus an idea of someone else. And I want to be clear, this feeling is not wrong at all. Feeling excited about someone, feeling joy and excitement and blushing and feeling those little butterflies, that is not wrong at all. It's actually a beautiful experience. I love when I have a crush on someone or when I'm thinking about someone. It's when we put the other person on a pedestal that things get tricky. Because no one honestly deserves to be put on a pedestal except for you. You deserve to be the priority and to remember that you are the most important. The minute that you put other people on a pedestal, other things, other situations above yourself, it's when things can come tumbling down. So it's very important to give yourself the love and credit that you are giving to others outside of you. And how do you do this? You pour into you. Love yourself because you are open to receive these acts of kindness. You open yourself up and you trusted enough to receive love and affection and compliments. You deserve that credit, not them. Sorry if that seems a little charged. I'm very passionate about love bombing and giving credit to others instead of yourself, if you haven't noticed. We all love the idea of someone else. We fall in love with the potential. As Ariana Grande said, I fell in love with the potential without seeing credentials. And that's real. Drop a heart in the comments if you are feeling what I'm saying. If you are picking up what I'm putting down. All right, now let's get to the work. I'm gonna give you 3 ideas of ways that you can love bomb yourself. Ready?
Let's go!
The first is love letter to yourself. The second is date night. And lastly is love language. Ways that you speak to yourself, ways that you treat yourself, and the way that you look at yourself. Let's dive in.
If you've never written a love letter to yourself, I would invite you to write some of the words that you loved hearing someone else say to you. Compliments that you enjoy hearing, or maybe loving words toward things that you usually feel a little insecure about. I'll share an example of one of the love notes I actually wrote myself today. The next act of love that you can do for yourself is date night. Go ahead and get you some flowers, those treats that you wanted, or maybe take yourself to the movies or try out that new restaurant you've been wanting to go to. Whatever it is that you enjoy or that you may usually wait for someone else to take you to, go ahead and treat yourself. Don't wait for someone else. And if you're low on funds and don't have the ability to take yourself out, you can have your own little date night with yourself at home. I would sometimes make myself a plate of food, and instead of watching TV and eating, I will sit at a desk in front of my mirror and give myself compliments. Enjoy the time with yourself. Last but certainly not least is love language. Whatever your love language is, practice giving yourself love in the way that you receive love. If you're not sure what your love language is, I would invite you to take the love language test, or just think about, do I like receiving gifts? Do I feel loved when someone gives me a gift? Then buy yourself a gift. If you feel more love with quality time and time spent with yourself, connect with yourself and dedicate and carve out time just for you with you. If your love language is physical touch and you really feel loved when you're touched or held, I have a few practices where you can engage in self-pleasure or self-massages to allow you to connect with your body and feel that sense of love. Maybe it's words of affirmation. Write little notes around the house reminding you of how loved you are, how beautiful you are. Whatever your love language is, I invite you to give that love to yourself daily. Remember to be gentle and patient with yourself. Building love for yourself takes time, but trust each day that you return loving yourself more and more. You're just building more love and growing your capacity to receive more love in your life. Feel free to check out many more of the videos, the self-love hypnosis, yoga practices, and even breath work to continue your self-love journey. I am sending you so much love. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more.